What's going on? It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boxing Clinic and more. Switching gears, talking about some college football, and I've been hearing Michigan fans saying they've been satisfied with the job Jim Harbaugh has done at Michigan so far. I think he's been there 3 years, and how can you be satisfied? How can you give somebody an A or a B for a job when they're 0-3 versus 0-2 versus Ohio State? 0-2 versus Ohio State, and I think they're 1-2 versus Michigan State. Lost to Penn State this year as well. And people setting the expectation bar pretty low for this guy. And this is a guy I believe make $9 million per year. And and a guy in East Lansing is a better coach than him right now. Is out coaching him with less talent. Mike D'Antonio, excuse me. And, you come to Michigan, and at least you expect it to be Michigan State, for God Lee. He hasn't even sniffed the haven't even sniffed the Big Ten title. It won't sniff one again this year. And, all he's recruited is, rejected quarterbacks. Wilson Spate and O'Corn were both rejected, from their other college, and they was transfers. And obviously we see why they were transfers and can't get it done. And, Michigan fans are used to mediocrity, for the last 20, 30 years. Or at least since they won the last national title. And, for them to try to even show their face and say this guy's doing a good job at $9 million per year, it's crazy. This guy was compared to, Nick Saban and Urban Meyers coming in. And he has failed. He has not exceeded the hype. He has not even sniffed the hype. And I heard Skip Bayless say this morning, well, he doesn't have the talent that Nick Saban got. Well, it's creeping up on 4 years now. So you have a whole graduating class coming back up, and I don't see it. I don't see the talent that I know he has the talent, but I don't see the coaching. I think he was vastly overrated coming from Stanford in a college game. I think he did a great job with the San Francisco 49ers, but in Michigan he ain't doing a great job. And people talking about recruiting. Michigan recruits itself. Rich Rodriguez was able to get great recruits here. Just his system didn't work in the Big Ten country. Brady Hoke was able to recruit great talent here. And that was his most successful season, I believe, with some of Brady Hoke's talent. This guy can't even get a quarterback here that can throw a 10-yard out route. The quarterbacks that he got suck. He got Brandon Peters on the bench, but apparently he wants him the red shirt. And he's throwing away season. I guess this is a throwaway season. If y'all pay all that money to go down there and watch watch this team, fail miserably. And that's what they're doing, failing. The Michigan standards is not a platinum standard no more. These new age fans, it's a bronze standard. It's okay, win 9 games, lose 3 games. We're going to make the whatever bowl, and it'll be okay. And maybe we get them next year, Jim Harbaugh. But $9 million per year, you supposed to be performing like Nick Saban and Urban Meyers. He lost like triple the games Urban Meyer already lost in his whole career in his first 3 years. He's failing. That $9 million per year, come on. He's losing to Michigan State, for God's sakes. When Michigan State was supposed to have a down year this year, he lost to them. I'm just looking at the situation like, man, like how can Michigan fans, look with a straight face and say this guy's doing a good job? How can you look in a straight face and put him in the same breath as Urban Meyer, James Franklin for the Penn State coach, Nick Saban, for God's sake? This guy is nowhere on the same planet as Nick Saban. Nick Saban got talent at Alabama coming off a probationary year, off a ban from Alabama. He got talent instantly. He's a way better coach than Jim Harbaugh, and it's not even close. Urban Meyer's a way better coach than Jim Harbaugh. It's not even close. And Urban Meyer's going to whip Jim Harbaugh for the 3rd year this year. And y'all Michigan fans are going to be like zombies and, oh, we get him next year, Jim Harbaugh. We get him next year. Yeah. At the end of the day, he's failing miserably. And for $9 million per year, the process, supposed to be in full effect by now. I think the Philadelphia 76ers process is ahead of the Michigan process right now. And yes, I'm an angry Michigan fan, but it is what it is. We gone.